So before we get into anything else, I just want to make sure that it is actually saying go, that I'm live. And it looks like I'm good. All right, so we're back. Back, huh? Right off the bat, we've got something fancy here. I've acquired something just for existing. So today is going to be my day. I've decided it. So let's find out what I've acquired just for existing. Boom. All right. I don't know why I got that or if I'm ever going to use it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And it looks like I've accomplished something on the mastery side of things. Why is, it wants me to spend orbs. It's begging me to spend money right now. This fake money. And honestly, all these profile pictures kind of suck the big one. So I'm not interested. I might be interested in this BS, but there's a little cheap white thing. This card's extremely good. I like that I actually have the option to pay for it with my orbs. That might make it so I could potentially play a different deck sometime soon. And that's exciting. But that is not what I'm going to do. Hey, Cole, what am I doing? Apakabar first of all. Second of all, I was just looking at why it was asking me to spend my stuff. It's go time. Let's go. Well, welcome back, Ian. They gave me a free card just for existing. It felt great. It doesn't give you the cards, just skins for them? What? That can't be real life. That cannot be real life. That is so disappointing. Why would they do that to people? Okay. But I did get a free card. I logged in. They gave me a free card just for existing. So, today's my day. Thanks for explaining, bro. Yeah, it wasn't much of an explanation, but it's nice to see you again. They want your money. Yay, free card? Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. They really bamboozled me here. They were like, I'm going to give you this free card so you're less upset that we're not going to give you a single god dang land. That is actually unbelievable. Like, you just have to laugh or otherwise you're going to cry. The odds of that are so close to zero. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Okay. Now the odds of that have to be less than freaking 1%. If this doesn't sum up my experience with Magic the Gathering Arena for the last 2 weeks, I don't know what does. Finally, thank you so much. I get to keep my 2 lands. I shouldn't have mulliganed that much. Admittedly, I shouldn't have. I should have just taken my medicine at like 5 and have 0 or 1 land in my hand. But I just thought to myself, no way it could happen again. No way. Certainly not. I don't even know what's the point of even playing this goddamn game right now. I think I'm just going to have to hope I freaking draw cracked. Watch me get swamped. He's probably looking at the screen. I don't even know what he would think, to be honest. Oh! There they are. Well, at least I can find information out about what I'm playing against. Never keep 0 lands to be... Yeah, I didn't... Hey, new strategy. You can't hand rip someone without a hand. Thank the Lord. There's an upside here. If there was no upside, I was just going to have to log off. But now I'm playing against a degenerate bullshit deck, and I had a scry down to 2. Oh my gosh. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you, hey Cole. are your fans, bro. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Fearless Khan, welcome to the stream. It's not a good start to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Bro, wow, it seems like you understand. But you can just pass for a few turns to see what they're on and then scoop. So you have SB info without giving. That's actually great information, Ian, because I wasn't sure if I hit concede, if it would concede the entire match or just the game. However, yes, I am very interested to see what all they play. And so far, ninjutsu, death touching black nonsense. At least it's not just like the normal black nonsense I'm accustomed to seeing. But man, honestly, I'm not even mad at that. Just because the odds of that happening were so low that I feel like I just got all the negative energy sucked out from my life. So that means tomorrow, if there was like dog crap I could have stepped in, I'm not going to step in it. If I was going to like step on a rake and it hit me in the face, I'm going to skip over it now because all the bad luck has been just pulled straight from my loins. Thanks, man. Yeah, those starting hands were awful. I can't even say I can't believe it because I can believe it because the last couple of weeks have been brutal. They're on to mere mid-range. Kaito is the big threat, to be honest with you. It seems like the big threat. I've ran into a Kaito deck once before. And ninjutsu seems strong. Certainly does. Enduring Curiosity. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. When Enduring Curiosity dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. Okay. During your turn, as long as Kaito has one or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 3/4. You can emblem, get +1/+1, surveil 2. What is this? Attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most, create a 1/1. All right, so he wants to attack. So that does give me quite a bit of information. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, while I have time here, I'm going to pull up Butterhugger's sideboard guide. Discord. All right. I'm pulling this shite up as fast as humanly possible. And honestly, I probably should have had this up and thinking about it because now I don't have the time to think about it. But I know that he wants to attack. So I have to make it hard for him to attack. So maybe this goes in. Maybe both of those things go in. He looks like he wants to attack more than mess with my stuff. So maybe I don't need stuff like this. Enters exile all graveyards. I don't need to enter that. When this creature enters, exile up to one other target non-fox creature. Our planeswalkers are considered creatures, right? If so, yes, sir, for that. When this creature enters, choose one. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature for each creature that left the battlefield under your control this turn. Whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers... drawing a card is obviously good, but it doesn't really change the strat in any way. When this creature enters, exile target spell, it becomes a plotted. Okay, I could like target his Kaito. And that seems like his entire deck. When this creature enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent you control to on his hand if it's a token. Okay, I'm at 65 cards. It's time to remove some. He had cheap things, so that's still good. It didn't look like he was really targeting me at all. So maybe remove one or two of those. Graveyard removal is less good, and I added pretty much all I added all creatures. So maybe that will be the first to go. I'm at 62. Wonder Weave is going to be good for a flying option. I think the Veteran Survivor is the one I want to say goodbye to. Maybe, no, because that's cheaper. So let me do that. That's what I'm going with, and it's probably incorrect. And I'm going to find that out right now, but I wanted to think through the sideboarding first before getting corrections because I feel like that's the better way to learn. And certainly, I'm not going to draw no lands. Certainly not. Play first. 100%. Okay. Way better start. Way better. So you have sideboard info. Thanks, man. Yeah, those starting hands were awful. They're on Demir mid-range. Okay, I'm going to catch back up in just 1 second. I don't want to make this guy think I'm stalling for no reason. Butterhugger, what's up, my friend? Their deck also runs a lot of removal. Kaito in Enduring Curiosity is their draw engine. Yo, Royce, welcome back. Remember, you're on the play here, so you can be a lot more liberal with your mana curve. Planeswalkers are not creatures. Oh, that sucks. And Ninjutsu isn't a spell, so you're actually... Damn it! I did that for no reason. He didn't target your guys because you didn't have any. That's true. That's 100% true. You missed the molt. Yeah, I molted too, Sam. You missed quite the charade. I want to start scrying next turn. That's why I played that over the Wonder Weave. And maybe he'll get rid of this instead of my Optimus Scavenger. That's why I played it. More of like a lightning rod type of thing. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. He really didn't get any information about my deck. I did Seam Rip though. Maybe now I'm thinking about it, I shouldn't have played anything last turn. He has 2 up. So that's sketchy. Am I going to... Damn, man. I can't play scared. People in the chat were telling me yesterday that I can't play scared. Or like if he has some, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That sucks. But we'll attack with 1. And I'll put my Veteran Survivor on the table. That I took 3 of those things out. Just assume that they're trying to get in with Kaito when they swing and do what you can to keep out Enduring Curiosities. Oh, Jesus. Are you doing a tournament? No, that would be cool and exciting. I'm just doing a best of 3. I did my first ever best of 3 yesterday, and we're keeping that going today because I had a really good time playing best of 3. Seam Rip. Is that a 2? No, it's a 3. Death Touch? Miss me with that. I'll protect my Optimus Scavenger. Give it some ward. He will have to pay his taxes and get over the nowhere to run threshold. No, I didn't. Loki want to see... Oh, I can't. That took all my... Oh, that sucks. If I get nowhere to run right now, I'm going to be so sad. Inconsolably sad, actually. Give me it. Yoink it. Yoink it. Yeah, I don't think I'm prepared for a tournament at this point. I don't think I'm good enough for it. He has another one. He paid a lot for it, and he has this flyer. This flyer is cheap, right? Do I Seam Rip this again? This is what he really wants to attack with, or maybe he wants to attack with this. Because ninjutsu works, like it has to get through, right? I think that's how it works. Pretty sure. So I can just block this. I could just block that. Yeah. All right, here's my thought. I'm going to Seam Rip that, put both the +1/+1s on this, so when he attacks with it, at least I kill it. Oh, man, that means I can't attack right now. Well, let me think about this. Man, combat continues to be so hard for me. Okay, if I attack with everything, he has to block. And because this is Death Touch, I'm going to get got. Oh, man, what do I do? Maybe I attack with both things so I have a blocker up still. So he will die, and he will go down to 5. And I'll have sheltered next turn. I think that's optimal. Oh, wait, I forgot. The Optimus Scavenger has a creature. So he'll still be able to attack with that. Okay, that's not good. But I can block with my Optimus Scavenger. And he is getting rid of my Sheltered by Ghost. So this went horribly awry. I'm going... Oh, man, I don't know. Another one. So my hand is going to look very pitiful. And he's going to have a lot of blockers now. I messed that up horrendously bad. So ninjutsu works. Like if I let that go through, he's going to ninjutsu. Oh, wait. Don't you have to pay mana for that, though? No blocks. Okay. I almost just messed up. But I'm okay. He is definitely not going to... Oh, man, I wish I could buff that up by 1 more. He could block with that, and that would suck. I don't think that's worth. I don't think it's worth that. The trade. But I will have a Wonder Weave on the board. Okay, let me think about this. He's going to probably block this. I have to imagine he does. So maybe I just swing out fully here. Oh, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Really messed me up. I really wish I liked Magic as a child. Okay. Let's say he trades with this. And he lets this go through. He goes down to 1. I'll have this to block. It won't block a flyer. But if he swings out, I'll have 2 things that he has to contend with. Okay. I've talked myself out of that. I'm just doing 1 attack. All right, that's what I expected. And it's going to get even stronger. He doesn't kill me, and I will get stronger. And I have 2 blockers now. Okay. I'm not dead. Not dead. Just assume that they're trying... Okay, I read that. Are you doing a tournament? Oh, nice. Best of 3 is a good way to learn sideboard and odds. 100%. 100%. I'm having a great time with it. Oh, he has the mana now for Kaito. Oh, and he doesn't do it. So I just have to attack with everything. He blocks this, and it has Death Touch. Shite. Huh. Well, I have no flyers. 3 damage is going to go through. Is no attacks correct here? The Death Touch is really messing me up. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what's correct there. Flash, Vigilance. When this creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls to put a stun counter on it. Oh, that's not cool. Doesn't really change anything, though. Probably wasn't going to block with it anyways. But I wonder, will I continue to have flying once this wears off? I doubt it, because it'll be unmodified at that point. He's up to a pretty healthy life total now. Getting rid of one of my creatures, but he's paying the mana to do it. Whenever I need a card, I can guarantee I draw a god-dang Plains. I don't even want to give him information. And I have plenty of mana now. So I might even want to hold this up to make him less nervous. Because no matter what I draw, I'll have enough mana to pay it. Unless he has Ward. I'm actually going to hold that up. Because why not? I want my creatures alive. Because I'm only 1 sheltered by Ghost away from being able to pretty much win, I feel like. Just Bluff Center really isn't my thing. Yeah, it seems like you're much more of a brawl type of fella. And you missed it, Hailson. My first game in this match right now, he's up 1-0. Is I mullied down to 0. Stormvault says just a bluff. That's what I chose to do. That's a great sign. Not a very typical thing. Not a typical scenario I ran into. So the fact that I called that right shows some sort of mental improvement for this game, which is a great sign. Great sign indeed, in fact. The one thing bad about playing best of 3, really got to focus. It makes me focus way more than just best of 1, because best of 1 is so fast, I can like just start yapping more, whereas this, I'm really concentrating. Time for a beverage. And this guy is using his timeouts. What the hell does he have to think about? I feel like he's in a commanding position at the moment. And because I have 4 mana, I could actually Sheltered by Ghost this, then Sheltered by Ghost this. So if I draw a Sheltered by Ghost, I feel like I'm going to win. Because Sheltered by Ghost, that's going to be +1. I could even put on this, have this have ward, but this has Hexproof and ward. That would feel great. Let's just say I put it on this. So that'd be 8-6. Then it would be a 9-7. And that would be 10. That's 10 damage right there. Man, is he AFK? Am I about to get a free win after such a tumultuous start? That would feel good. Just means you're improving. Slowly but surely, I do feel like I am. Okay, that was weird. Maybe he wants to irritate me enough to quit, but I feel like he's winning here. Very strange what is happening. Very, very strange. Also, this hoodie, I used to hate this hoodie a lot, but it's actually coming in quite clutch, even though it is kind of annoying because this whole like loopy thing on the neck still is annoying. However, it's much warmer. It's warm enough to be comfortable out in this garage, but it's still chilly, so now it's time for the gloves. The gloves are coming on. What is he doing? Am I about to get lucky? That would be awesome. I feel like I was saying, I used up all my bad luck, so now I only have good luck. Final timeout. We take those! I was due for some good luck. Thank you, Jesus! Unbelievable. I know I shouldn't be hyped about winning in that manner, but when you molly down to 2, you're just happy to see the victory. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm undefeated in best of 3. Not to toot my own horn, but rude toot toot. Let's continue racking up these dubs. Look at the race you're at. His life in years. You're winning by life, and he's winning on board. Easy. So easy. Thank you, guys. I'm playing against Claw. The Claw. He doesn't realize that I'm about to put the pause on him. This game hates me. This game really does hate me. But no matter. I'm a veteran when it comes to mulliganing now. I'm going to mulligan with 2 lands, 2 Optimus Scavengers, 2 Ethereal Armors, and a bad card. Okay, not quite that, but not bad. Not bad for a dad, that's for sure. Done. Much better start than last game, so this is a guaranteed dub in my opinion. And if you have that mindset going in, who's going to stand against you, you know what I'm saying? Keep? Wait a second, are you saying keep to the first hand? Shoot. No way, right? I shouldn't be keeping a 1-land hand. I would have, like 2 weeks ago, I would have, because I would have been super greedy. And I was like, at that time, I would do it and regret it. Sorely regret it. Another Death Toucher, that sucks. Whenever Cecile deals damage, you lose that much life. Then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, untap Cecile and transform it. Protect. Whenever Cecile attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. Alright, this card needs to get fucking lost. I apologize for cussing, but this card is actual dog shit. Like, whoever came up with this stupid-ass card needs to get fired immediately. I'm actually tilted by card design like this. It's so stupid. However, the Voice of Victory continues to act like a lightning rod, so that's cool, I suppose. This first? Methinks this first. I guess it doesn't really matter per se. He's seen all my cards. I do have 2 Shard Mages, so that's cool. If I draw an Optimus Scavenger, I'll really be cooking. God, Deep Cavern Bat is so annoying. It really is. No to the second. I'm very thankful that it was to the second hand, not the first hand, because if it was the first hand, I would have had to rethink my entire life. I wasn't in the mental state to do that after getting back-to-back Deep Cavern Batted. Agreed, honestly, it's not really fair magic in my opinion. Brother, it's like the opposite of fair magic. It's actual dog crap. Okay, but now we're about to scry, and that feels good. That feels stupendous, in fact. However, I gotta remind myself that even though I'm playing Spellbook Vendor right here, right now, if it wasn't Spellbook Vendor, I would have attacked first. I gotta keep that in the front of my mind. That's great. Keeping that. And he's going to be at 4 damage, and it's going to be at 8. So this is going to be... Cecile attacks other attacking creatures gain indestructible intent. I mean, that matters, but, like, Death Touch is worse for me, in my opinion. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Demon Wall? What a name. As long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Pay a lot, put a +1/+1. Okay, now the game gets interessante. Okay, Okay, let me think about this. He can block with this stupid thing and I'll die with my spider. So... Damn, this is actually not a great spot to be in. So maybe I have to... Do I have to really scoop this up? I really don't want to. Oh, double strike applies first strike damage. Okay, I'm putting on that. I don't know if that's correct, but I did it anyways. Then I'm going to make this stronger. And do I get rid of this problem before it becomes a problem? 5 mana, he's at 4. And it's a 6/6 demon creature token? Or do I get rid of the Death Toucher and do damage? You're in a good spot. Don't overthink it. Double strike will hit. Sam, aren't you going to be playing Refurb on Monday? Death Touch? Okay, Death Touch it is. The smarter players have spoken. And now I can pay 1, make this even stronger. All attacks. Cry 2. That does not help me in the slightest in this moment. That gets me my Voice of Victory back, and it gets rid of the Demon Wall. So I'm going to keep that on top. Now we'll see what he does. He's surely going to block this, and he does. He is not blocking this. I have Vigilance. Man, I wish... You know what would be really cool about Double Strike? Is if it kills it on the first go, then it goes onto the life point thing. You know what I'm saying? That would be really cool. I get my Voice of Victory back, which feels great. I don't think I'm missing anything, so I'm just going to hold up my Shard Mages. He does go to 11, and I'm going to hold up my Shard Mages. Okay, commanding position, methinks, but he is about to get a Demon, which makes me a bit nervous. But that's a token. I can Seam Rip the token. I can Seam Rip the token. There's nothing to be scared of. Oh, he's not. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I knew that when I made that decision. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a good player. I didn't just realize it. I knew it. When I saw the Seam Rip, I was like, oh, that deals with the Demon. That's why I chose the Death Toucher. Not because chat told me to. Obviously, I'm lying. The chat told me to, and I listened because, you know, it'd be stupid not to. My turn. I'm about to ruin this man's whole career right now. Seam Rip. Yeah. Yeah. He's at 13. I'm at 8, 10, 11. No, that's not right. 5, 10. Shite. Oh, that's enough for him to scoop. I like that. I like that very much. Double strike, too good as it is, to be honest. Doesn't need to do that. Yeah, you're 100% right. I was just, wishful thinking. Death Touch can flip into a 4/4. No 3 lands, only Death Touch. Same. Double strike. Keep. Hey, Kian Marashi, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Never mind, can't see with face cam. Oh, you need me to move my face cam? I can move my face cam in just a second. 2 OP, wax finger at you. So easy. Don't overplay here. Don't overplay here. Okay. He was playing Just like normal black stuff. So I really don't even know what the sideboard here. It's all good. Just couldn't see 5th land. Got you. I'm glad, because I wasn't sure how I was gonna modify the face cam. I was just gonna bumble about like a buffoon for a while until someone said, "Stop messing with it, you idiot." Okay. I don't think he has anything graveyard. What I'm doing, by the way, chat, it's probably obvious to Ian and Butterhugger and maybe an aspect, but I'm actually reading Butterhugger's sideboard guide right now in the Discord. If any newbies here would like to be in the Discord with a bunch of great human beings, it's in the link in my bio on whatever platform you're on. Against control decks, this creature can often act as a jack of all trades. A 2/1 flyer with flash is already not bad. Pure graveyard hate, super hard graveyard. If you're playing a game that you know is going to go on for a while, I can remove enchantments, remove Cathar Commando, enchantments. Destroy, maybe I should add this. And then I'll remove a veteran survivor. Target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible. That didn't seem like was exile target spell. Okay. I'm gonna add that. I'm going to get rid of 1 spellbook vendor and 1 more of those. Exile, no. This creature, exile, no. Okay, I'm running out of time. I think that was okay. I should have added a Demi. I love a Demi. A Demi's so freaking good. Wearing a dress right now, and this is weighing me down. Holy shite. Good thing I'm home now, and I'm no longer obliged to such frivolous things as fashion. Thing is heavy. If he's playing a more mid-range late-game deck, Aven is good. It'll give you a lot more tempo. Damn. I did add Aven. Did I add both the Avens? I have 2 Avens. I think I only had 1. Maybe. Another 1-land hand. This game literally hates my goddamn guts. But maybe it's just teaching me to mulligan. Maybe that's what it's doing. Maybe it realized I needed all the help in mulliganing that I could get. And that's what it's doing. Maybe it's my friend. Maybe I just need positive vibes in the universe. Because I'll admit, I got a little salty for a second. But we're back, boys and girls. Lots of it's scavenger because we ain't scared of nothing. Not a damn thing. I think this is the first time I won the first game. So it's definitely a strange feeling. Loki want to hold the Shard Mage up, but we're playing aggressive with no fear. All gas, no brakes, the D-Gens like to say. Ugh. It will give you a lot of tempo. Maybe you should only wear half the dress. I don't know. So true. There's an algorithm for drawing cards. Sadly, your land count only does so much for crappy starting hands. Wintermelon, first of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, that is a wonderful name. Big fan of your username. But also, thank you for being here. Very nice of you. Hopefully you enjoy watching people that aren't very good at the game try to get better, because that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Sheltered by Ghosts against the Death Toucher, because the Death Toucher really gets my goat. As the notorious goat farmer, my goats are very precious to me, and I just don't want my goat taken any longer. Plus a flyer? I mean, who wouldn't want that? 2 things have ward. If he's going to deal with me, and he is, he doesn't have to pay the goddamn ward cost. And he gets the thing back. That feels absolutely horrendous. But at least I have a follow-up creature. I guess that was a bad play, but I don't regret it because I feel like that was the best thing to do. Thanks, dog. When you say you're learning, how new are you to the game? Well, I started streaming it maybe 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks and some change or so. And that's basically it. I bought the Avatar Beginner box and I just became addicted from there. Very addicted. And I've been streaming every night. My goal is to not miss a stream. My goal is to stream every night because I'm treating it like a diet. I know if I miss a stream, then I'll never stream again. Just like if I go overboard on calories, I'll never diet again. Same sort of logic there. -3. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Wow, I don't have to be scared about that. And I feel like I should just go for the Those creatures put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures get until your next turn. Damn, man, that sucks. But even if I attack it, I won't. I mean, it doesn't get rid of the problem. He'll still be able to do the 0 thing. So maybe I just do it. Whatever. We're doing it. But this is a great card. Jeez Louise. Obviously, Planeswalkers would be. Best of 1 secretly draws you 2 starting hands and gives you the one with the better. David Howard, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, someone did tell me that already, and I think it might have been Hailson. I think Aspect also told me this. This got out of hand very quickly, extremely quickly. But are you saying, David, that same thing that it does in best of 1 doesn't occur in best of 3? If so, that would explain things. That's for sure. Well, this is a lost game, so maybe I don't give him any information here. Yeah, I'm not going to give him any information. Wait a second. This is double strike. Oh, this is a flyer. He can block. Okay, no information, no attacks. End turn. Current standard is great. Probably my favorite standard since Theros Cons. I'm having a great time with it, but this is all I know, so not saying much. What's your plan for Valentine's Day? My plan is to be determined. I'm going to obviously do some sort of date night with the missus, but I don't know yet what it is. And apparently, even though we've been dating for a millennia, I still have to ask her to be my Valentine, which seems like a scam. Seems like a scam to me. I feel like it should just be implied Valentine's. Dude, I saw the deck list and thought you were like a couple months in. Well, my friend, that is largely due to 2 things. My deck list was completely net decked. In fact, the name of my deck is White Aggro Net Deck. See this? White Aggro Net Deck. So this came from much smarter people's loins than mine. However, to give credit where credit is due beyond just this standard list here, you see the Cavern of Souls, and you see Voice of Victory, and you see this entire sideboard. This came from the future Magic Pro player named Butterhugger, who's currently in the chat. He's very good, very helpful. He's helped me a lot, and he's also helping a lot of new players in my Discord if you're interested in joining Discord with great Magic the Gathering players. All right, now I got to focus because I'm running low on time, and then I'll respond to the rest of the chats in due time. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Each creature left the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay. When this creature enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent you control its owner's hand. Unless the enchantment enters exile graveyards. I don't really know what to do here. Maybe just cheap things is better. Exile target spell. So that doesn't do anything to his... It doesn't do anything to his Planeswalker, apparently. I believe Ian told me that. So maybe I go down to 1 there. And Cathar Commando, sacrifice, destroy target artifact or enchantment. He didn't have any of those. So maybe I include my Veteran Survivor again because it's cheaper. And then actually it's the same cost. So add that back. Voice of Victory, Wonder Weave, Aven, Interrupter. Sacrifice, destroy target artifact or enchantment. A Demi gains flying. This already has flying and it has flash. Okay, this might, because someone said Aven was good, but like I feel like my only chance here is to outpace him. And this is cheaper, and it has flash and has some protection. So that's what I'm going with. And I'm probably going to get flamed in the chat, but that's what my brain came up with. And I'm trying to do this whole sideboarding thing with help afterwards to make the mistakes, and that's how you learn from them. That's my thing. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to play first. I got to focus because I want to keep my undefeated streak in Best of 3 alive, and then I promise I'm not ignoring anyone. I will respond in due time. I promise. All right, he is thinking. So maybe he has a bad hand. If he goes down to 6, or like what happened to me, he could even go down to 2. I don't think normal people would do that, though. I think they would just like stick with one land and stay at 5. Because after 5, I feel like it's just a losing effort. But now I have time. There's one of this. Go for Elspeth. Thought spot, though. No matter what, I'd personally be scared of that. LOL, yeah. I know my new deck abuses that 20 lander. Correct choice on that. If he has a pulse, he knows what you're playing from the Weaver and the Aura. The 13 land mono red deck that never misses a land drop. Man, I know if I played a 13 land deck, I would miss the land drop every single time. We love net decking. It feels bad. It feels bad to net deck. But what doesn't feel bad is the Discord deck. Not a term, but it could be. We could create a term right now. Right here, right now, we could do that. Go with cards that can deal with the Planeswalker roping yourself. Smart. Proven stuff is good for grinding, but I would be lying if I said sideboards don't scare me. Sideboards kind of scare me, but at the same time, it excites me. It gets the people going, brother. And also, I think it makes me think more, it makes me think better about the game, you know what I'm saying? It makes me think in a different way. Let's do shite. All right, this is something I've never done before, but he can't kill me if there's nothing to kill. So I'm going to play this after he does his own degenerate bullshit, and then I'm going to a demi before my turn, and then this will put a +1/+1 on a demi, and the demi will be huge. Absolutely massive. Oh my gosh. The Death Toucher has hit the board. Son of a biscuit. I don't like to see that. Pass. And that's all he can do because it takes that long, takes that much mana. That's the only good news about this stupid little Death Toucher. A demi gains fun its own turn? My turn. Well, at least I'm drawing freaking. I just realized that the Death Toucher means nothing to me. Should I give a demi ward? Or do I draw a card? Or like. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put myself in the position where I've been in every single game. I'm going fast. Like Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm going to leave up Feather of Flight. Or maybe since I have... Oh, shite. Alright. I was going to leave up Feather of Flight. I really was, and then played on his turn. But I'm thinking differently about damage because Ian in the chat told me one time, because I misread a situation, I was like, 3 damage doesn't change the game. Lightning Bolt is the best card in the game, or one of the best cards. And this is just 1 damage less than the Lightning Bolt, plus I'm getting life. So I was going to leave it up, but I just couldn't. I couldn't turn away 2 free extra damage and a card. And if he wants to get rid of it, he has to pay all of his mana to do it, and I have follow-up creature. So I felt like that was the right thing to do. And while he's taking time to think about this, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll attack. Next. There ain't no way. Okay. I think he has board wiped me already, so I know he has board wiped. So if I play this, I don't need to. Because the likelihood of him playing the flyer next turn. Oh, shite, the dumb bat. Oh, if I get batted right now, I'm going to lose my shite. I don't know if that was the right thing. He's going to get rid of his own creature. Oh, sequencing! Old me would never have done that. I would have just gave him a free creature. But I knew a demi. I love a demi. Butterhugger, you are the man for allowing me to know what a demi is. First and foremost. There's no way he has 2 of these, right? I'm going to try to guarantee my win. This is the time to go wide. I don't know if that was correct. I may live to see that that was the bad thing to do. But maybe he has targeted removal, and I just guaranteed my win. Maybe he's thinking if he had a board wipe, he would definitely use it. Oh, I hate my life. I hate myself. And this is the point of the game where I never see another creature for as long as I live. Feels bad. Feels horrendous, but now I can respond. It gives you temp. Okay, I miss a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. Demon Wall hits the field. My parents said I was in... Oh, dang. I'm missing a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to... Once I don't have to focus, I will respond. We will... Oh, my God. This is the story of my godforsaken life, man. Whenever I need a creature, I draw planes. Whenever I need a planes, I draw a creature. All right, let's manifest a creature. That's what we're going to do. Does any of my creatures that I sideboarded in have haste? Because if so, that's what I want to draw. But I don't think that they do. I have enough mana to where if I draw a Wonder Weave, I'll play Wonder Weave, Feather of Flight on the Wonder Weave, draw another card, maybe a Shard Mages, maybe some more protection, and that'll be GG's. So I can still win this. I can definitely still win this. I just need to draw well. Creature. All right, still not over though. Still not over. I just gotta be positive. Just gotta be positive. My parents said I was a net deck, to be honest with you. I don't know how to respond to that, Ian. I watched Pro Tour and made a crappy Dimir Reanimator before it blew up too big. I'm in gold 3 right now. Man, and the amount of Dimir I've played against Wintermelon, I don't even want to ever think about the name Dimir again. I like Avon. I do like Avon as well. Avon's a fun guy. Avon is definitely the type of guy that you would invite to a party. I believe Interrupter can hit the Planeswalker before it hits the battlefield like a counterspell, but that might not be helpful. I'm not saying specifically for this matchup. I missed what the guy was playing, but remember, your sideboard is for your bad matchups. Sometimes you'll play playing against a deck where you don't need to. That's a good point. I kind of just forced myself to sideboard. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I love drawing planes. Love drawing planes. I kind of just forced myself to do it because I'm new and it's fun. Even on his big cards, it's huge. It gives you tempo. It holds them off. Things for a turn while allowing you to apply pressure. Great point. Anyone for a parallel game brawl. There you go. That'd be cool to have a parallel game. And this is going to get out of hand mighty fast. I would if I wasn't watching on mobile. Yeah, Arena is still broken on mobile right now. Good luck. Have fun. Chung Wong, thank you so much for being here, Chung Wong. Man, I am so far behind on these chats. Jeez Louise, I've been net decking since 2011 in Yu-Gi-Oh! No shame in it. That is where I come from, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Realm, and that's why there's like negative connotations for my brain. Yeah, but it is Yu-Gi-Oh! It'd be ridiculous for any player to not at least look at net decks. That is true. Good thinking. Old Yu-Gi-Oh! In that era was great for comp play. Pass. Creature? 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 Oh my god, finally! But if I get countered right now, I'm gonna lose my shite. Ward 2/2? I mean, this is the biggest problem, right? The Planeswalker and just the 6/6, because the Seam Rip deals with the demon. The Shelter deals with that. Drawing a card could be good here. I could draw into a Shard Mage. Alright, I'm pinning all my hopes on this. Sometimes that do be working out though. He has an instant that kills me, doesn't he? He's letting it go through. That's if he did, then I doubt he would have done that. Voice of Victory? Interesting. This is getting more and more interesting. So at least I can block some things. Alright, time to... If you get... He really just paid 4 at ward. I thought it was safe, but at least I have another creature. God damn, he gets the Planeswalker back. If I just got a creature 3 turns earlier, this game would have been mine. That's the most that is honestly the most frustrating type of losses for me. Like, I'm totally fine losing a game that I've caused the loss. Like, if I misplayed or if I got outplayed, which definitely happens, I'm fine with those losses. But drawing in planes when I have to mulligan feels just horrendous. Feels horrendous. You turn it into a 2-turn clock instead of a 3-turn. It was solid play. Fair judgment, methinks. Shoot. I try to teach him how to control degenerates. Kill it, he will draw and develop board more. Both of their advantages. See, imagine how good if that was Avon instead right there. Yeah, you convinced me. Avon was definitely what I wanted to do. Optimus the Scavenger. There you are, you little subatomic Dickens, you. I mean, he could make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the game, like, maybe... He could make a mistake. You get a creature, you're golden. Don't tilt. Deep reps. Nope, you're in white. They don't get haste. Flash creatures would be golden. Rough. Avon should have been in that. Would have been his best draw past 4. At least Sheltered can take care of the token. Did you side in the Restoration Magic? I did not. I did not side in the Restoration Magic. That goes really well in this matchup. Damn. Because of the Pro Tour. Yeah, Demir is really annoying. I never play it casual because it's just unfun. Well, at least there's that, Wintermelon. Uh-oh. Dude thinks he's playing with his food. Oh, too bad. Demir is my favorite mindset to play. Removal incoming. Do we shelter the Elspeth or the Demon? The reason why I sheltered the Elspeth is because it was like an immediate problem, and like I still had seam rips. So like the Elspeth was going to create a bunch of flyers, and I felt like he was so wide at that point, and I was putting all my hopes on one creature that I didn't want him to have more than just one flyer. I wanted to be able to take care of just one thing instead of many little things. That was my logic there, but now we're no longer undefeated in best of 3. He still has another undemon. Heart of the Cards, baby. Cycles and seam hits, big boy. Ignore me. Forgot about Demon Wall. Got to play to your outs. I feel like you did misplay here, in my opinion. To be honest, it's the nature of an auras deck. Needing creatures to play your auras makes it a lot more variance heavy. That's not going to happen. Wouldn't have played that most helpful Weaver when you did. Interesting. Can you remind me when I played it? And oh, I remember. Yeah, that was the point. Because so my logic of why I played the most helpful Weaver is that I was expecting a creature more than a board wipe. And looking back, obviously that was a mistake. And I had totally forgotten that because I was getting so tilted about drawing 5,000 planes back to back. So yes, you're 100% right about that. That game would have been totally different. Because if I had that creature still in my hand, I could have done the Sheltered by Ghost and then cleaned up the rest of his, 3 life points? Damn, I did misplay. Shite. Well, that actually makes that game way more digestible than just getting swamped. Maybe erase the past. All those cheap creatures not getting screwed without them. You played it right always, play to your outs, and you had rips. I don't think raise the past is good in a deck that's not dedicated to it. I think better judgment on your starting hands would help you a little bit better. It's difficult if you don't know the matchup, but it is what it is. Also, just remember that Restoration Magic gets around board whites. Oh, that's what I was missing there. I mean, even Helping Hand. If you're playing a deck that falls apart without creatures and creatures that are cheap, any recursion is big. I would have played that Weaver then, to be honest. Some players build their deck around the sideboard so they lose on the first round, then betting on the strategy to win the next 2. Maybe that means I'm a bad player. No, it doesn't mean that you're a bad player. Definitely not. But I do think that Butterhugger is right. This game is trolling me. This game is literally trolling me. That is unbelievable. Never have I seen that many lands in my hand. Oh my gosh. I think the correct thing to do here is send back the seam rip. Because I do already have a removal. Plus, this draw spell helps me draw to maybe another seam rip. That's my logic there. Definitely not getting rid of the 2 creatures. Definitely not getting rid of the 2 creatures. Okay, I'm going with that. That was nuts. Wait a minute. No, I don't think that means you're a bad player. It's just a judgment call that I wouldn't have made. Yeah. But I do, even though it's a judgment call, I do think that judgment is correct. However, I will say if he played a creature and not a board wipe, I would have felt like a genius. So it is one of those things that... But that being said, again, I still think you're 100% right that I should have been playing around a board wipe and not a creature. Because a creature is dealable. Like I can deal with the creature. I couldn't have dealt with the board wipe. So it's like, it's one of those things. And again, I'm in a very similar situation, I think. Now I'm scared to play this. And now I'm playing scared. And now that feels bad. Oh man, do I play a Most Helpful Weaver? Yeah, there's no way. I mean, they're split up. That's only 3 mana, but that is, one of them's going to be tapped, one of them is not going to be tapped. And there goes that. There goes that. Okay. So I just misplayed back-to-back games with the Most Helpful Weaver. That doesn't feel good. Let's just do 2 more damage, and I think that's it. No need to waste cards. I think that would be a waste playing it there instead of... Because like that would probably get countered now. Now that I have a feeling that he's a counter deck. A control dweeb. A control dweeb. I don't want my thing to get countered. I have a feeling that he doesn't have much to do with things that are already on the board, but he has a lot to do with things that aren't on the board. I don't know if that's something that even makes sense. Here comes one of my least favorite cards. Consult the star charts. I think I'd have Mold Weaver. Most Helpful Weaver. Yeah, I could definitely see why you would Mold a Weaver, but considering my experiences with not getting creatures in my hand, that is why I chose not to. All right, I guess I just keep attacking for 2. Flash, Waterbend. When an opponent draws their second card each turn, then you draw 2 cards. Okay. Can he block with that? Wait a second. Wait a second. This will make it a flyer, right? So it'll go over him, so I won't lose my only creature. Right? Alright, you're getting muted, because not only are you playing a fucking control deck, but you're also doing some stupid emotes. This guy's a shite human. Okay, I didn't lose my Wonder Weave. That feels good. And now that he's tapped out, maybe now I draw my card, and I sheltered... Okay, Ward 2/2. Now is when I play my hand. Oh, I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. Can I cancel? Control Z. Damn it. Full control. Damn it. I messed that up. But maybe I can draw into a Shardmaid's Rescue. Shut up. That's embarrassing. Oh, I just gave him 2 cards. Oh, man, I went from playing okay there to just completely crumbling. Oh, man. Wintermelon, you asked me when I started playing. That should give you a better idea that I am freaking ass at the game. Oh, that feels so bad. could have flashed in flight in response to Star Shard as he was out of mana to counterspell. That's a good point. Okay, that was unbelievable. I did not deserve that win in the slightest. Oh man, that feels... Alright. Clear my headspace. Can't be tilted. I got the dub, even though I didn't deserve it. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Okay, he wants to deal with my shite. So, Restoration Magic? Destroy target artifact or enchantment? He doesn't do much of that. He doesn't do Graveyard. Exile up to one other target non-land fox. Okay, I'm going to get rid of his big thing. But, oh, shoot. That is Ward 4. Does that even matter? When this creature enters exile target spell, it becomes plotted. When this creature enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent control. Wait a second. Wait a daggum second. I really want a 1-drop to hit the board turn 1. Because it seems like he doesn't deal with 1-drops. Because it's like he deals with counters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's correct, though. Oh, Voice of Victory. I want to draw that. Okay, I'm keeping that then. I want to keep a Demi. I want to keep this. Maybe I take out the Armadillo. $60. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that was correct. I was low on time there. Oh, shite. That guy is probably hitting some nasty emotes right now. That guy is... I forgot he was emoting. I totally forgot about that. Okay, actually... I'm keeping this. The Seam Rip does nothing for me, but I can play my Optimus Scavenger right away, and I have protection from it. Yeah, I feel like Optimus Scavenger gives me a good chance of winning. The guy's probably... Okay, the Shard wasn't the play. Wasted the Hexproof when the Feather would have still given you flight. That guy is probably hitting some nasty... Wait, did they miss the second trip? Yeah, they did do that. They did what I did. They did what I did. Love to see a misplay for a misplay. Side in enduring 100%. Damn it! Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Average control player quitting after missing a single spell. Enduring Innocence. Aven is an all-star against control. Well, I messed up a sideboard once again, lads. But that means that... I'm going to get it right next time. And now I have 2 forms of protection. They're not playing anything with this that's going to have that matter. So maybe I just rip it, you know what I'm saying, and start the party. No, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Control players never play anything low mana. Alright. I did it, and I'm living with it. So a 20-turn clock became a 10-turn clock. Aven is for Unagi. The reason why I didn't add Aven is because like I would have had to still waterbend 4. Or like, what was it, 4 at least? Innocent is great as well. Side out your Seam Rips. I should have side out my Seam Rips. Of course, it was so obvious. It's huge, yeah. I want to draw a Voice of Victory. I should have honestly mulliganed to draw a Voice of Victory. My turn. Still drawing the goddamn planes. Here comes the 10 turn clock. End turn. Got protection. Don't take out threats. Yeah, he didn't play anything cheap. Simrip should go. 100%. It was right there for the taking, and I didn't do it. That is 100% my bad. I'll write you a sideboard guide about what to side out to. Butterhugger, you are literally the best. Nah, watch these top decks. Also, don't be too hard on yourself. Sideboarding is one of the hardest things to learn in this game. Didn't see it until now. Protection is great until your stuff is dead and you draw nothing. Always run both. Just thank you so much, Kelthulu. That is so nice of you. All right, now I have another Optimistic Scavenger. So he's going to tap out to counter this. 100%. Oh, he's not. That 10 turn clock just became shorter. And low-key, I want to play this. Low-key, because I have this. No need, right? No need. Should I? Oh, man. I got to look at the chat for this. Oh, it increases clock by a lot. Ian, you are a magic judge. Can you write me a sideboard guide? There's like one spell that has a pseudo ward on the stack, and it's from like 1995, not on Arena. Sam, can you write me a sideboard guide too? Right, Winter, I get that. I think that's just a different philosophy. Very important spells. Guys, would you play Shard Mage here? I chose not to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm not. Well, actually, I might still. Now I'll be able to have all my permanence control have indestructible. So I'm pretty much golden in terms of... And now he has two. No, save it. This is going to be a slow game. Play it out. Okay. Stranger Wood. Stranger, welcome back. I missed you yesterday. But thanks for coming. I've been having a hell of an hour, my friend, Stranger. To give you a summation of it that summarizes it pretty darn well, I mullied to 2 once. However, I won that match, so. All right, I'm getting mixed signals here. Some say save it, some say not. You need to put up a faster clock. Can't let him sculpt it. Okay, I got Butterhugger says no. Stranger says... Oh, man, I don't... Everyone says save it? Okay. Okay, fine. You win. Okay, you win, guys. I'll save it. I'll be smart. There's a first time for everything. Okay, now I'm really, really golden now. Because I have a flyer. So, like... That 3 turn clock is clicking. It's a tick-tocking. Not 3 turn clock. What is it? 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 turn clock. And this is a 3-2. So it's like, it doesn't even get any faster for him. Butterhugger! Screw you, Angry Birds! Oh my god. Oh my god. Certainly not going to happen again, right? But now that he's tapped out, I'm going for it. When he doesn't kill me, I come back stronger. Plus I have ward. What could he do? He's a bum. His name is even phallic. His name is Phallus. He has that. This isn't casting a spell. So I can save my Wonder Weave. Okay, does Indestructible save you from like 3 damage? A Demi can sack himself if he sweeps again. You don't care about that. Uh-oh. Oh, Yubei, by the way, if you want to give me mod perms in the Discord server, I can pretty it up a bit. Dude, you are so freaking nice. It does? Okay, I can save it. Okay. Okay. He doesn't have anything to do. So maybe this is the time that I go for it. Or do I save this? No, it's the same thing. I'm going to put both of them on while I can. And deal 4 damage. All attacks. Next. Next. Okay. Okay, we're still in a position that's like a similar position-ish. But now I have a clock that's ticking. That's the only difference. It seems like you can do something to this. I didn't expect that. However, he still doesn't have flyers, and he's tapped out now. Damn, my clock is getting low too. This has prowess, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has prowess, so that's going to be a 6, 7 at least. Plus, he probably has another one of these stupid cards. Damn. Does this buff me up at all? No, it doesn't. Oh, but I do gain 6 live. I could gain 3 live. For just 2? I have 5. Do I have enough of that? 4 or 5? I do have enough for 6 live. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting state. And he gets no live. You guys should also give me mod perm so Ian doesn't hold this over me in person. Surely, you have to go for it, to be honest. I don't think there's a point to save it. Yeah, voices out, you have to go for it. Oof. Weird revelation. That planes draw is rough. I always draw planes when I need anything but a planes. I bet he couldn't pay Ward. Trying to cook with whole wheat flour has sawdust vibes, to be honest. You're right. I forgot he couldn't pay Ward, LMAO. Yeah, you couldn't pay the Ward. I've played every archetype. Golgari, Graveyard Shenanigans, Demir, Reanimator, Mono White Life Game, UW Artifacts, Mono Green Landfall. You can't play cards on his turn. Oh, I forgot I can't play cards on his turn because of Voice of Victory. Oh, I forgot about that, and that's just what happened. Okay, that's fine. That's why we play best of 3. That is why we play best of 3. It is now 1-1. I was so close to winning that game if I sideboard correctly. So everyone says to put Avon in there. Also take out the Seam Rips. Obviously, if I didn't have that one, if that Seam Rip was a creature, it would have been a different story. So right off the bat, Seam Rip is gone. I can add a cheap creature. All right, I'm looking at the chat for sure. It was a bad hand. It'd be good mod. That's rough. That life gain, extra pay cost. Sam, I already have infinite power over you in person. Wow, the gauntlet has been thrown. Bring Endurance Mando as well. Bring in Endurance. Put in Innocence in. Okay, Innocence goes in. Mando. I'm assuming that means this one. And your Weavers. There goes the Weavers. Now I'm at 60 of 60. I'm at 60 of 60. I'm assuming that Mando means this card right here. Weavers are a good clock. Yeah, because of the double strike, right? Amongst other things. Avon, please. Okay, Avon, please. Take out your vendors. See ya. No. He said no to the commando. Okay, I didn't add the commando. So I took all of my spellbook vendors. Mandatory innocence is what I meant. I got you. I got you. Now I got you. He's back. Luis Antonio. What's up, my friend? Welcome, welcome. I'm having a hell of a match right now with some controlled dweeb. Controlled dweeb, man. When this creature enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. Doesn't really help me. Choose one. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature for each creature that left the battlefield. You gain 2 lives. Scry 2. Flanker, good. Flanker, flanker, flanker. Okay, that's what I'm going with. I'm running out of time. Flash V. Okay. That was the flash. Yes, it was. This is also a flash. When this creature enters, return up to one target. No, I don't want to do that to myself. Destroy target. He doesn't play artifacts, really. Okay, I think that's what I'm going with. I relied on the chat there just because I don't want to lose to this absolute doofus. What are you building today, good sir? I'm still doing the mono white enchantment aggro stuff, but I'm playing best of 3 now. And the game is Luis. You missed it. I started out with getting 0 land hands. Now, to make up for that fact, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. And I'm getting this. However, that's a clock in and of itself. I don't really want to go down to 6. I mean, go down to 5. Would you guys mulligan here? I'd go Sun Pearl over that, though. Shoot. Flanker's all right. That's true. Though, now that we know they're playing voice, these hands are trolling you. They're literally trolling me. It's actually unbelievable. 3 lands, 3 gas. I'd keep. Okay, that was my first thought, but after getting trolled so much, so not only, by the way, Luis, not only am I playing an asshole because he's playing control, no one likes him. He's a loser. He's also an emoter. So he's just an all-around bad guy. And that is why I have to win. I have to win. And honestly, that was the best draw ever. If this gets removed instantaneously, I'm going to be so fucking mad. I'm going to be so mad. Amazing draw. Huge draw. He's so mad to see this card, but he has the answer. In hindsight, I should have maybe played the Wonder Weave. But sometimes we live and we learn. And I feel like it was worth trying that out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was worth trying to do the whole voice of victory shite. Things just never work out for me. Keep going, I guess. Ethereal armor, that's exciting. I don't have protection against a board wipe though. I'd have sent the voice there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Man, do I really do this? Because last time I was in the same exact scenario. Don't commit. Okay, I was in that same scenario. Maybe I can do this to maybe make it a little bit more powerful, and I can do that so I don't overcommit at all. I feel like that was good. I can do it again. I feel like that was a happy medium there. Don't commit more tokens on Wonder Weave. Explore Wonder Weave. Okay, there we go. I'm going to definitely keep that on top. Now I should be less worried to play the Wonder Weave, but I'm down to 2. Maybe I do a theory. Oh, it's already a flyer at 3/3. Okay, I'm gonna hold up my hand. I don't want to overcommit. End turn. He's doing that to me? Right? Why did you do that? Oh, I couldn't pay the ward. Why did you do that? That didn't make any sense. Ethereal on Wonder Weave isn't terrible. I might have done it. I was thinking about it. He can't pay ward otherwise. Oh, I should have. Now that he couldn't pay the ward, I should have definitely done that. And he can't pay the ward now. Resolve. Okay. It is tempting. Oh, I just remembered I can't play this on his turn. I should have played the Shard Mage. Oh, that was silly. But we'll hold it up anyways. That was silly. The Voice of Victory is it's a strange card. I'm getting used to it still. My brain needs to be wrapped around it more and more. Why? The fact that his stuff is he got rid of the Ethereal Armor. He still can't pay the ward. He's missing a land drop. That's actually great for me. That's actually fantastic for me. No blocks. That's fine. If he wants to play a speed game, he's going to lose it. And he can't. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to put on my Wonder Weave. And now I'm going to explore. And I'm going to continue to put it on my flyer. Feather of Flight? Does that change anything? It makes my spider have flying. And I could buff it up even more. Or... oh man, if I get board wiped though. But his board wipes cost a lot. It costs too much. Maybe I do that. 5, 8, double strike. Yeah, that's just a win next turn. I'm playing fast. Okay, that's 8 damage guaranteed next turn. Do I still hold up the Shard Mage here? That'd be 6. I could put it on this. That'd be a 3-2, and I can kill his... oh, man, they made me force the board wipe. Can Shard Mage the token so it can go through next turn? I was thinking about that. I was just thinking about that. Cantrips, which isn't bad, and you have a lot of lands. Keep that feather. Woo. Nah, don't. No. I mean, oops, already a 2-turn clock. Yeah, don't play more. You have the same clock. But the reason why I could play Shard Mage here, I could kill his Voice of Victory. But I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm going to kill him. Okay. 2 attackers. You have the same clock. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll just do the damage like this. If he wipes, it dies anyways. That's true. Okay, I'm holding up the Shard Mage to make my next turn more of a turn if I do get board wiped. That's the only thing you're scared of. If he wipes, it dies anyways. Okay, I think that was correct. No land. No board wipes are happening. He lost. No board wipes. He lost. Oh, he's so salty. Because he's so salty, your go. How do you like getting emoted, you piece of shite? Okay, I mean, no, I'm not salty. I'm having a great time. Large Toe, welcome back, brother. I'm playing against a control player that hasn't been very nice to me. He hasn't been very nice to me. And that's why I hit him with the emotes. I don't condone emoting. I only condone it if you say good game when a good game is warranted and is earned. You know what I'm saying? But he really is just the worst kind of person. It is confirmed that control players are bad people. When they lose, they time out. Who does that? No one be friends with Phallic Folus. Imagine slow roll land into Day of Judge. Not sure what that means. But speaking of Judge, Ian is a judge. Butterhugger, his friend, is a future pro. Going to London for a Pokemon tournament tomorrow. That sounds lit. Sounds unbelievable, in fact. Day of Judgment. Gotcha. Is that the board wipe? I don't know. It was a salt rope. Sure was. And now he's gonna play with his timer again. Unbelievable. Yeah, good luck. Exactly what Butterhugger said. I should have said good luck automatically, but great luck. I would let me know how you do, because if you win, I would love to know. If you lose, I still want to know that too. But you're gonna win. I have faith in you. Won't be a pro if they keep ending up in my events. Juicy DQs. Thank you. Hit him with the good game. Okay. Good game. Great game. Should I hit him with the time stall too? No, I'm not a horrendous human being like him. 2 attacks. Good game again. And that's all she wrote. Oh, a double striker. Good game. Good game. All right, that's the last time I'm emoting. I don't like it. Be the change you want to see in the world, guys. All right. I won that best of 3. Horrendously blundering game 1. So, my luck has turned around. I guess that is the moral of that story. And I got Jet, Freedom Fighter. I don't like Jet as a character, so... Fooey, I suppose. I have 3 packs. 3 packs. I would have to put Double Strike on the 3/3 and buff the 5/5 with +1. So that if he kills one of them, the other one gets it done anyways. That was a good point. I just knew that because he was time stalling after missing lands and just being an overall bad person, I knew that game was there. So I wasn't really worried about it. But I should have gotten into the better habit of doing what you just said. Also, Oscar Tong, welcome to the chat, my friend. Hopefully you enjoy watching someone struggle while trying to get better at a beautiful game called Magic the Gathering. Good game by Large Toe. That was beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Small thing, but makes a difference sometimes when they have mana up. No, you're 100% right. I shouldn't have just been like, okay, he could have been messing with me. And I could have just like lost myself the game because I was just being dumb. So you're 100% right to call that out. Think about it this way though. If it were best of 1, you would have thrown an entire match. That is 100% true. I'm loving this best of 3. And I believe it was you that suggested I do best of 3, Ian. So thank you so much. Bad manners is a place in gaming. Don't let anyone say it doesn't, I suppose. Honestly, best thing to get better is to watch things like PT and think why pros do certain plays. I watched this last pro tour. Not as much as I wanted to, but I did watch it. I used to do that religiously as a kid. I wish... Cartong, it seems like you're fresh into this stream. However, this game has been just ruffling my feathers all day. I went from having no lands in my hand to having 6 or 7 land hands. And my ratio isn't broken. It's all right. It's all right. I'm mulligan, and that's a great hand. We'll keep that. We keep those. Think I'm putting back Feather of Flight. Just because these 3 combinations are so strong, and I know that if I put back the Veteran Survivor, I'll never see another creature again for this entire game. That's my logic. Probably bad logic, but anyways. Best of 1 is trash. That's all I was playing for the first good bit of my Magic the Gathering career, and I was starting to have a tough time. Starting to get tilted with all the hand-ripped black shenanigans. But now the game commences a bit. Actually, I'm going to hold up both of those things and just attack. These sleeves are pretty cool. It makes me feel like there's a glitch, but obviously it's not. Playing against Is It again? Am I playing against Is It Otters? Grand or something like that? Like Lessons? That would be cool. I like playing against them. Okay, I am. Love to see it. Love to freaking see it. Pass, my turn. A Seam Rip. Easy target there. Starting my thing. I will buff up my Optimism Scavenger. I will continue to buff up my Optimism Scavenger because that is the thing I don't want to die more than anything. It is as precious to me as Slippery Boggle is to Butterhugger, Ian, and Aspect. Speaking of which, I hope you guys like the new thumbnail. I made it just for you. Just made it just for you. Result, Storm Chasers Talent. Now this is a matchup I can get behind. Love it. My turn. Oh, planes. Now we're at the part of the game where we're drawing planes. He surely is not going to get rid of his one otter, right? Surely not. But he does have something to play. Combustion Technique. Three-two. That's going to be a 2-2. I guess I'll share the love. So I am goated here. He really had no chance. I'm just too good at the game. Just too good at the game right now. Watch me get board wiped, though, with nothing in my hand. That would feel horrendous. All right, I can't get cocky. He has a lot of cards, even though I can't really tell how many cards he has. He has 5 cards in hand. There it goes. Game 2. Let's go. Slippery Boggle. That's one. It's not necessarily lessons. Could be just guy. I love it so much. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. Slippery Boggle soup. Slippery Boggle, Slippery Boggle. He's defo, trade the otter for the veteran. That's what I figured he would do. And honestly, I like my matchup. I don't think I need to, I don't think I need to side anything out here. Who was the person that said I don't have to side things out? Because that was wisdom I had not thought of before. Maybe actually a demi would be good. A demi instead of veteran survivor. Love to see the Avon Interrupter in the sideboard. I can't take any credit for the sideboard. It's all Butterhugger. I totally net decked Butterhugger here. But it is what it is. Sidon Armadillo instead of veteran? All right. Doing it. Now, what about a demi? I feel like a demi's pretty good. Instead of, like, get rid of the last veteran survivor and put in one a demi, it doesn't really change the ratio of the deck very much. But, I mean, they're plus, I don't know. I just really like this card. Even though the freaking ugly little thing, I don't know what's happening. It's a spider. I don't like these spider things. Okay, I'm just going to go for this. Do you not want Cathar Commando? Here, Pop, Monument, and Talents. What the hell? What the hell is Monument? Board control with less than a single target. Honestly, usually you can't. I don't, though. What was that? Commando? Sacrifice and destroy target artifact? Oh, wait. That actually does work against the otters very well. Put in Rest in Peace. And then get rid of what? A veteran survivor? Okay, I'm out of time. It's going Rest in Peace, and that's it. I got too reliant on the chat there. I should have just thought about it myself. But I won the game when I relied on the chat for the sideboard and that third. No, this is actually a serious question, guys. This is actually a very serious question. What you have experienced over the last hour and a half, does this happen to you? Because the odds of this happening to anyone is just ridiculously low. And then now no creatures. And now one land. God damn, man. God damn. Stormvault, welcome back. Also, too, Stormvault, I see you're on the vertical stream. If you like that better, by all means, stay there. But if you want more of the gameplay, less of my ugly mug, I'm also streaming horizontally on the YouTubes, on the Twitches, and the Kickers. Okay, Seam Rip is good. Shard Mage is good. I guess I'll be putting these two back because I can pay for all of these, right? That's the logic I'm going with. You have 4 1-minute spells, though. So do you really need a second land? I got a second land. I will not... I almost guarantee you I'm not going to see a creature again for my entire life. Getting rid of the Grand Grand. Grand Grand is about to get ran over by a Seam Ripping Reindeer. Keep the Rip. It's a direct counter, in my opinion, to the deck. Not an easy choice. It did not feel easy, so I'm glad that was for you as well. I have Shard Mages as protection. He is playing blue. Maybe he counters this. That would suck the big one. That would really suck. Okay. I believe that's... Oh, actually... Oh, I couldn't attack anyway, so that's all I'm doing. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. When this happens, where I don't have an immediate clock going, and they can start, like, digging through their deck, that's when I have a trouble winning against this deck. So this is not going very well, but I do love the fact that that came intact. My turn. Human. Now we're just gonna go for it, I suppose. This is gonna get this is gonna be a beefy armadillo very soon. And I believe I'm gonna continue to keep up the Shard Mages because I'm pinning all my hopes, all my dreams on this one little armadillo. And turn. That's much better. If you want to see a creature, you can look in the mirror. Unless you're a vampire? Vampires would be a creature. That's oh no, this card. This card now, man. That's okay. That is okay. That's even better. Now the clock is getting shorter and shorter. And I will continue doing 2 damage. Because now that he's going to be drawing a lot of cards, he's certainly going to try to remove my stuff. And I don't want that to happen. Maybe next turn, by the end of his next turn, that's when, if he doesn't get rid of my stuff, maybe I should think about playing Shard Mage's Rescue to power my stuff up. Resolve, that's not good. Now he has a blocker. I think in this one scenario, you were supposed to play Armadillo on 1 and ignore the Grand Grand. They don't have a way to turn on the mana reduction turn 2, so you can avoid running into a counterspell. Okay, that's good to know. That is great to know, actually. Now, would you guys start buffing, make the clock shorter? Because that would be 3, 4. No. Li Jikfeng says no. Okay, I'm going to listen to him because he's definitely better than me. But I'm getting rid of this, and now that clock is getting shorter, so it was great. Lee, first of all, Lee, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy watching someone try to get better at the game. However, you were proving correct instantaneously, because what I was going to try to do with the Shard Mages is getting accomplished right away. The Monument to Endurance is really a great card. It is a really good card. This game is getting out of hand the more he goes through his cards and the more manas he has to play. Resolve. Damn. The removal is probably going to be Burn, so Shard Mage is good in hand. He may have the counter. Now he's tapped out, though. Alright, I'm about to do 3 damage. But I need my creatures because I'm not guaranteed any creatures in this life. So I want to keep them on board, even though that would definitely make the clock a lot shorter. But I think Lee is correct. In fact, I'm sure he is. The fact this thing has First Strike is also super good. It's something I overlook every time I read Armadillo. Man, this is scary, but he somehow only has 3 cards in hand. So he could have whiffed it big time. I know for a fact I would have whiffed it big time. For sure. Another, okay, this is going to get out of hand for sure. One monument is already good. Two monuments is just cracked. Oh, man. When you have another land, you can pump Armadillo. That's a good point. Resolve. Draw a card. Fine. Two monuments. But he's tapped out. No, he's not tapped out. He has two things to tap. A Grand. 4. I can do that next turn, actually. Pass. My turn. Okay. He can't counter this either because I use Caverns of Souls, and this is a human. It's a peasant, but it is a human. I still have enough mana for the Shard Mages, so I will put this on my Armadillo. And I probably want my Armadillo as beefy as possible, or do I share love here? I'm going to share the love here, and I'm going to scry, which feels amazing in this scenario. I mean, this is definitely better than the land. Keeping it. Honestly, that probably shouldn't have been that much of a thought. I feel like it was probably was an easy choice for the viewing audience. But I'm definitely having a lot of doubt. Self-doubts right now. Okay. I can do 5 damage next turn no matter what me thinks. If he doesn't play another creature, that is. It seems like he's gearing up to play a creature, and there is the creature. Resolve. What does this do? Whenever you cast a non-creature, you can discard a card. Okay. He's drawn so much at this point. What's the difference between one extra card? But then these are going to trigger, so that's a lot of extra cards. When you have another land... Okay, I didn't miss anything. Resolve. What does this do? I want to read this. Okay, he's going to get some blockers. That sucks. But that is a very good-looking card. He's going to have one blocker, though. Now we'll have 3 attackers. Resolve. Draw 3. Oh, man, he wants to draw cards more than have blockers? I guess he can play whatever he draws because he still has a lot of mana. And these trigger. Oh, my God. This just gets out of hand. At least it's only once per turn. I guess that's fair, right? No, it's not fair. It doesn't feel fair. Each opponent loses 3 life. Ian, you said I was a creature, but I can't target myself with Shard Mage. Man, he has so much mana. This is stressful. But honestly, I probably shouldn't even be that stressed because I just remembered that I'm up 1. He has nothing yet. He's paying the ward. He has so much mana that this is probably a waste here. But I have to try. He has a response. Damn it. Oh, shite is going up. It's going through. Okay. Buff this one again, I suppose. You have a plan. Do you guys hear that? And now it's hexproof for the rest of the turn. I'm golden. I am golden. Unless he has something cracked. All I do is just have to attack. That's it. Do I play this? And guarantee it? No, there's no reason to. Okay. He still has a ton of mana. Resolve all. I like that these planeswalkers have like dialogue. That's a neat touch. This is stressful. I don't even know if I should be stressed. He could be drawing anything right now. He could make me lose 14 life with monuments. No, he can't do that, but he... All right, how much mana does he have? 1, 2, 3... Okay, he has 4 mana to play. Oh man, he's drawing so much. Create a treasure token, maybe? I don't know what he's doing. Man, what a game this is. All right, here's my logic right now. Because, like, maybe he has a flashing creature. Maybe he has a flashing creature. Okay, now he has 5. He's drawing more cards. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have just attacked. Well, now the decision's easy because I only have one decision. Oh no. What? What does this say? Oh shit. That's enough. Oh, it's not enough. He miscalculated. Or he just tried it because that's what all he had. But now it's a 6-2 and can be blocked by the granny. Man, this is riveting. I'm sorry I'm ignoring the chats at the moment. I'm going to follow up after this. Oh man. All right, he has so much advantage now that I've lost. Damn, man. At least I got a scry. Okay, we're definitely going into game 3. Oh man, I just built a completely colorless deck and it absolutely wrecked. That's pretty cool. As a judge, I let you target shard mages onto yourself. That would be sweet if I had you to judge in this moment. I wouldn't have changed the game though. Now I'm thinking about it. Gohan Sakura. I just built a completely colorless deck. That sounds pretty cool, man. Is it Eldrazi? Is it standard? That's a better question. Is it a standard deck? Make him think you have something in hand. Set high. If they think you have removal, they can just kill your guy in response to the Weaver anyway, so better to hold. He's probably getting tokens for Combustion Technique or Iros. Yeah, that's what. Who knows, though? Just attack and see you lose. A bad Monument player could always mill themselves, to be honest. You can just auto-pass and read chat while they're doing stuff. That's true. That's exactly what I was doing. All right, game 3. Loving this best of 3 stuff. All right, where did I lose that game? I think I just wasn't fast enough. So how can I make this deck faster? Instead of Spellbook Vendor, maybe take out the Spellbook Vendor and add in Veteran Survivor. Yeah, that would get rid of the lesson spells in turn in his graveyard. Get rid of the Otters maybe. But that's not... Oh, wait. I could do this. I could flash in Cathar Commando. This would be good too. It's Eldrazi, but it's an historic. That still sounds pretty cool. I would love to build/play against an Eldrazi deck just because they are legendary. Your sideboard is fine. You deserve a sub from me. Thank you so much, Gohan. That's so nice. You're overthinking it, my dude. I'm still a fan of Cathar, but I'm not Butterhugger, so I don't know. I mean, against that deck, it feels like it's good. But also, this feels good too. But again, the removal wasn't really the problem in that game. But I do still like removing this for the Veteran Survivor because it's just a tinge faster. So I think I'm going with this. And if that's bad, I will live with the results. Because the scrying literally does nothing. Like, I really have to beat him before he gets all of his damn lessons in the graveyard. That's my thought process here. And by the way, Gohan, if you want more of this while I'm not on stream, I have a Discord now. 2-day-old Discord where the fine people that are in the chat right now are on. So if you're also a new player, that's a great resource to have. Plus, in my opinion, of course, just some quality-ass dudes and dudettes. There's some dudettes and some dudes, you know what I'm saying? All right, this hand's pretty balanced. Pretty damn balanced. Probably the best hand I've seen in a long time. Okay, I just gotta play fast. I gotta play Sonic the freaking Hedgehog right now. And once I see an enchantment, it's going down. Oh, keep Rest in Peace in your opening hand if you get it next time so he doesn't get to pop off on you. That is a good point. That is what I put back. I forgot I had put it back. So I need to be more mindful, just like Aspect. Doing this to modify my Wonder Weave next turn, and he's going to counter it. What a fucking loser. But now, should I Shard Mage? Probably keep the Shard Mage, even though I just went on a whole tangent about playing fast. But we're keeping it just in case. Just in case. End turn. Grating beetroots and the kitchen counter looks like a murder scene. That would be quite the picture. I would love to see that, actually. If you want to add me as a friend in the game, here is my UID. The game... I will add you. I will definitely add you because I often play the chat on stream. I haven't done it for a couple days, but I definitely do it. I definitely do it. All right, you can counter both of them. If you counter both of them, I'm going to rage. Rage in the cage. And he is. Well, get those out of the hands early. I'm okay with that, I guess. I suppose. And now I'm going to attack with 2 and leave up my 2 mana, which is way better than holding up just 1 mana. It gives me options. Then you can play against my Eldrazi Colors deck. I would love to join your Discord, brother. Bro! You're making my night, Gohan. We can definitely play after this. That'll be a nice rest. Not rest, but like a nice break from playing this brain-numbing game right now. Do I do this? Do I do this? No, Lee says no. I'll send a pick in. Hell yeah, that's gonna be a great pick. I'm looking forward to that. I'm back. Welcome back, David. I was having a good sideboard talk in your Discord channel. Hell yes, that gets me. It gets the people going, David. Do I do this? I'm doing this because that's. I don't know. I regret it already. I'm gonna get countered again. Oh, he's getting rid of... Okay, at least I still have a creature. Okay, I still have a creature to attack with. And I have 2 Shard Mages now. And he's tapped out. And this is a flyer. Not as good as the... Well, I don't know if this is good. But that is great. That is great. 4-1. I'll attack. Let's go. That's a decent-ass position to be in right now. I don't know if I prefer that. But we're going with it. Because that's what I got. Maybe next turn. Well, I think I fudged that up, Lee. I think I fudged that up. But I have 2 shard mages, so now it's doubly protected. And I don't think this guy has ran a non-targeted removal yet. So I think I'm fairly safe. Fairly. And now he's big mad. Oh, I hate this card. This card got my goat last turn. And now he's tapped out, though. Man, if I draw Sheltered by Ghost right now... Ooh, he's tapped out, guys. This is 9. Oh, shit. Okay, this will make it 9. Ethereal will make it 10. That's not game. And that feels horrendous. I have to keep it up in my hand. Damn, so close. Okay, let's hope and pray this guy tries to target it again with something stupid like Combustion Technique. He's definitely going to. Oh? But I'm a flyer. He's not flying. Oh, he's drawing a lot of cards. That sucks. Now he has a lot more opportunities to kill me. But I have protection. Please, no non-targeted removal. Come on now. Come on now. Another card. Resolve. Treasure. He already drew. Oh, no. There he draws. Okay. But he only has 3 mana now. A Grand? I'm a flyer. Love to see Grand. Fine. Oh, solution. That's what he says, but it's not. A wire just fell down from my overhead cam. That's how my voice is so powerful right now that I just knocked down a cord. Okay, I think I got this. He only has 1 mana. There's nothing to be scared of. I know the card pool. That's a joke. I don't know the card. I'm still a buffoon. 1 attack. That's it. What can he do? What can he do? Oh, there it is. He thought he had me. But I am too good. And he has nothing else. Because I have hexproof. There we go. I'm going to hit him with a good game because I feel like that was a good game. Not a salty good game, but a respectful good game. Victoria! And I ranked up. Let's go, baby. Platinum tier 2 for a guy like me. I'll take it. Congrats. Let's go. He's the Seahawk. Let's go, baby. Omega Heartless Evolution. What a card that is. A Final Fantasy card. All right. Gohan, it is your time to shine, my friend. I will add you right now. I think unless someone wants to be on deck, I know Ian prefers me to play ranked. However, my brain is fried. To be honest with you, Ian, my brain is fried right now. So I feel like this is a good middle ground. Play a game with Gohan Sakura. And maybe that'll be it, unless someone wants to be on deck. How long have you been streaming for? A couple of hours, Mai. You're kind of late. You're kind of late, man. You're chilling, dog. Thank you so much, Ian. Okay, let me just quickly grab something to be with you soon. All right, take your time. Anyone else want to play? Yeah, late this time. No worries, Mai. However, you missed quite the ordeal, Mai. I would just let you know my preference, but you can always do what you want to do. Yeah, but I want to do what you want to watch. I wouldn't be streaming if, you know what I'm saying, there would be no point in streaming if no one wants to watch what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? All right, Mai, I got to tell you, what you missed was my first game, my first hand, no lands. So what does the young man do when he has no lands in his hand? He mulligans. He mulligans. But my mulligan hand had no lands. So what do? I mulligan again. And guess what? I didn't have a land again. So I mulled all the way down to 2, Mai. Volunteer to play. Okay, I got some players. Mai, I've never played you before. So let's play Mai before while Gohan gets back. Then if he's back, I'll play Gohan. If not, strangers on deck. And then Gohan maybe? Mai, do I have you on Arena? I don't think I have Mai on Arena. What are we doing, Mai? How do I not have you on Arena? Here, let me type in my username. Mai, you also are saying that happens on Arena just like it's an everyday occurrence. You're not giving it the hype that it deserves. It really ruined my day for a minute there. For a minute there, it was ruined my day. And not only that, Mai, but the rest of the games I played, I went like back and forth from having a ton of lands to no hand, to no lands to a ton of hands. It was crazy. It was nuts, but we survived. And there is my tag for all the good people out there. However, I think now that what are we? I think we're 1, 2, 3. Are we 3-1 today? I think we're 3-1, which is pretty good for best of 3. Pretty good. Cool. Let me log in on Arena right now. Sounds good. Sounds great to me. While I wait, I think I'm gonna fill up my cup. While I wait, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. I am back. Should I play Stranger while I wait for you, Mai? I feel like I should play Stranger. I haven't played Stranger in a long time. I don't know. Patience is a virtue. I will wait. Go ahead. All right, Stranger. Are you ready, Stranger? I feel like Stranger stays ready. Is this gonna be the day that I finally beat Stranger? Are you gonna play Stranger? Are you gonna play your mill deck? I don't think I have what it takes tonight, to be honest with you. But what format are we planning to play? We could play Brawl or Standard. Also, too, I have played games where they've used Historic and other formats while I played Standard. So whatever you want, basically. Whatever you want. Just have Brawl? Sweet! I have a Brawl deck, so we're good. Don't trust a stranger. I'm ready. Sounds great. Did you challenge? Oh, you challenged me, didn't you? What's happening here? I would love Brawl. Sounds good. My deck, just to put it out there, my deck is not good. I can play whatever. Pick whatever you want. I wouldn't mind the mill, but I don't. I guess I'm playing okay, but I have made some stupid mistakes today. But yeah, just pick whatever you want. Whatever you have the most fun playing with is the one I want to play against. Do you have better Brawl deck now? No, my Brawl deck is just still a pile of cards. That being said, I have won a game with that, a game or two. I think I'm up to 3 games won with that pile of cards. But to be fair, against my opponents that I was playing with, they were playing not their best decks against the pile of cards. I mean, the pile of cards do have synergies. Like a lot of them are angels. A lot of them do flying sort of things. So, you never know. It's a deck. And I have fun playing Brawl. I just have fun playing Magic with my buds. In turn. I don't think I've seen these card sleeves. Is this a whole new deck? Oh no, this might be the dreaded milling deck. And I'm no buffoon. This is a huge problem. This card in and of itself has wrecked me many a game so far. So that has got to make an early exit. As early an exit that I could even hope to have. Another card that has ruined my time many a time. So I gotta play aggressive. The only chance I have. +1, +1. Now I'm a beefy boy. I'm quite beefy. Ward 2. He has 4 mana. Okay, a bunny. He can't pay the ward with Sheltered by Ghost for Optimus Scavenger, but he could do the Sheltered by Ghost on the Sheltered by Ghost, or he gets his Essence Channeler back. What is he going to do? I wonder. Which one does he prefer? He prefers the Essence Channeler. Interesting. Interesting. But now, and he's getting life so quickly. Okay, I think I gotta try this. I gotta try to be super aggressive. And I feel like this is the best way to be super aggressive right now. Then I have follow-ups. Continuing to buff up this thing. I can also do the lifelink shenanigans. And maybe I'm a little faster at it right now, which is unbelievable to say. Okay. Oh no, here's the milling stuff. I think this is his like second mill deck. I don't think this is his main mill deck. Would have loved to see that card. Would have loved to see that card on top. Wait, why can't I block? Oh yeah, I can block. No blocks. Let's be friends. Accept invite. We are now officially friends. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. He only has 1 card in his hand. Let's hope it's not a board wipe. He wouldn't do that to me. He certainly would not do that to me, right? Right, guys? Not this one, just this one. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I've been just playing on autopilot. I have just been playing autopilot. And I shouldn't have done that because that doesn't really decrease the clock in any meaningful way. Yeah, that was stupid now that I think about it. But he has no hand, so maybe I shouldn't be worried. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent mills X cards, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Here comes the milling. But still, way better of a situation than I'm normally in against Stranger. Gets back a lot of life. Dang, man. A lot of great cards just exited the chat. Now, I suppose I share the love. Oof. That's actually splendid. Very good. Paying the ward, for sure. Sharing the love some more? Probably at this point. Reaching is good because he will never have flyers. Maybe you just share love between 2 creatures. Auto pay that. And I get back this seam rip. Oh, and this seam rip triggers again. And I get it. Oh, is it? I don't think this is going to be enough, though. 19, 20. You've got to be kidding me right now, Mike. I'm always just so close to being there. So close to being there. This is not his main mill deck. I refuse to believe it. I believe his main mill deck is mono white. And that deck is just a whole nother beast. A whole nother beast. It always feels like an achievement beating Stranger because he is that good. And if he was playing his mono white deck, I guarantee I would have lost. What time is it for you? It's 1 a.m. here for me. That is crazy, Mai. It is 1 a.m. where I'm at, too. And aren't you all the way on the other side of the world? Aren't you in Australia? So we're literally like a world apart from each other. That is nuts. Maybe the real Brawl deck is the friends we made along the way. Well said. You can make a super lame Lelia deck or Crucius Brawl deck that works unless someone knows what it is. Rip is very good against River Churn Monument. My arena ID is my. Set the request. By the way, if you click Control plus Shift, you can have full control. Control plus Shift equals full control. Interesting. And click those again to cancel it. Maybe the real mill deck is love. You did great, and it is the main mill deck? There's no way. Stranger, are you telling me that I beat your main mill deck for the first time tonight? If so, that is literal proof, the quintessential proof I've gotten better in the last 2 weeks. It's 10 a.m. Thank you for joining me so early in the morning. No, I'm in California. How did I think that you were in freaking, what did I think that you were in Australia? That is so weird. I played Flesh and Blood and Paper today and got milled out twice. You don't instant lose if you mill out, though. You just sit there with no cards. That's honestly kind of... No, I think that's actually a better scenario. Sitting there, at least you can do something. Sorry, that was a confusing sentence, actually. I meant rip, as in rest in peace, not seam rip. Got you. It's true. You beat it finally. Hallelujah. I think you didn't have the best hand, but I'm definitely taking that dub. I'm 100% taking it because that deck is a menace. However, now I'm waiting for Gohan, right? Gohan was non-deck. I'm ready to play whenever you are. I don't think Gohan is on. Okay, I'm going to assume that he's abandoned the chat. And I'm going to play Mai. Hopefully he didn't actually. If he's still out there and he's like, what the hell are you doing? I apologize. I will play you after this. But we're playing Brawl, right? Where's my Brawl deck? Challenge match. Deck type. Friendly Brawl. Challenge created. All right, Mai, I challenged you. Man, that is crazy. I really didn't think I was going to be able to beat that deck for a long time, stranger. And now I just went to study insects. Classic Gohan. I'm going to show up with some androids named 1 and 2, right? That was the name? Man, that movie was so good. Hey, speaking of Gohan, they're finally coming out with new Dragon Ball after many years. Rest in peace, Toriyama, of course, but I'm so happy about that. I don't like the fact they're spending so much resources just remaking a movie that's already been remade like 3 freaking times, but oh well. You're playing your favorite deck? It must be Simic. And it is. I'm looking at the commander. Oh man, this is a good looking card. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, I have a feeling that I'm going to lose this. And lose this mightily. Let's get my commander out. And I will attack you for a measly 1. However, speed counters, because I've got the need for speed. I'm playing my favorite deck. Oh, I forgot. I added like 2 toxic cards here. Well, that's the thing about adding them. And if you see them, you still have the choice of being a good person and not playing them. Of course, I'm kidding. You can play them. I won't be salty if you play them. And if you mean toxic, meaning like the mechanic toxic, like kill me by poison counters, I don't mind that at all. In fact, I think that's cool. I just read the manga, to be honest. I haven't seen any of the anime for DBS. I will try not to. I really like the DBS anime. I really like it, to be honest with you. I think you should give it a shot. Whenever a land you control enters, create a food token or a treasure token. That could get out of hand pretty quickly. Whenever a non-token, non-angel, that doesn't make sense for me. Return all creature card minimum value 2 or less from your graveyard, split up. Destroy all tap creatures. Interesting. 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 Man. I don't think she's going to want to do anything with this. And I get something back. I don't think she's going to trade here. Because I think that's a main strat of hers. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do it. Yes, I read that situation correctly, and now I'm max speed, and now the world is my oyster. The world is indeed my oyster. No, not those stacks. The DBS anime is way better than the manga. From what I've seen, to be honest, the manga is almost more a storyboard for the anime than... Brother, I actually disagree with you. And the reason for it is because to this day, there is not like the Moro arc. I mean, you just get things that you don't get in the anime. However, yeah, I would say that they're equal. And eventually we will actually get what we have been missing in the manga for the last few years. So then it will literally be equal. But there's this thing that I'm not caught up on in the slightest. I'm like years behind. Called Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Which is just like Marvel What If, even though I've never seen it. I'm not really a Marvel fan. Is crazy. It's like what I wanted when I was a kid. You know how we all thought of like Super Saiyan 5 and all these things. Then we looked up pictures of like white-haired Goku and Super Saiyan 4. All that stuff. That stuff is in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So you may be interested in checking that out. +1/+1. There's no way she's going to do that. So let's do this. As absolutely nutty as this sounds, I'm going to be attacking with these creatures. And I don't think she's going to make that trade. And this is a flyer, so I can attack with this too. That feels good. Boom. But I have a feeling now that true landfall peoples are on the field that she's going to be quickly getting the life points back. Weird. There actually is a creature with type oyster. Sounds fun. I never even got through the actual Marvel What If series, though. Yeah, I've never watched it. Honestly, I stopped watching Marvel around, like, Avengers. I think I stopped watching after the first Avengers, to be honest with you. I did. Yeah. Maybe the second one. I don't remember. But I got kind of bored with it, especially when they went into the whole, like when it was Iron Man doing like rich Iron Man type Playboy things and just like technology. That was super cool to me. As a wee lad, I was obsessed. But now it's all like space junk, and that's less cool to me. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? When this siege enters, search your library. As long as this creature is on the battlefield as a land in addition to its other types. Oh, she's spending mana and she's going to do this. Retreat to Kazandu. When the land you control enters, choose one. Uh-oh. Ain't that bad. But she is regaining life at a scary clip. Feel like that might be worth it. It's not like the most value, and she'll just be able to recast it. She has 9. That'll be 7. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I've been telling myself that do things like that while you can. Instead of hold it for the optimal scenario, like if she ever taps fully out. Because I've held on cards and that never happens and I lose the game. So I feel like I want to get in the habit of doing that more often. Another flyer. Do I have it? I don't know. I'm going to cancel that. I guess I just attack. And the +1/+1s wear off? That is so lame. I suppose I just attack with my flyers. And that's it. I'm a vigilant feller. And then this has 4 damage, so I could double block if I need to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Man, every time I play Brawl, I'm just like super impressed that it's like, it's not close, obviously, but like it's an actual game. Whereas like if you get a bad matchup on standard, it doesn't feel like a game. Like when you play against a Badger Mole Cup or a Boyd and they just end the game within 2 turns, doesn't feel like you're doing much. But this, I still feel like I'm doing much, even though it's very one-sided. 29 life. Jeez Louise. Verdant Sun Avatar. Wait a second. You have 2 of those. As the artifact ends, choose a color +1. I guess now's the time. Doesn't really matter at this point. It's all conjecture. Submit 4. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? Guardian of the Great Door. It's a cool name. Not that good of a card, to be honest with you. I actually hate playing this card every time I play it. But it is a 5/5 now, which feels pretty decent. I guess I will continue to do damage while I can. Surveil 2, draw a card. I'll take that. One of my fave dinosaurs. It's a cool looking dinosaur, that's for sure. It's got big feet. Got big feet, little head. A little overcompensation there. Awakened Skyclave. I feel like I've heard that card. I must have seen that on game nights. 41 is nuts. Again, like equal to that creature's toughness. That is crazy. Tachiova. Benthic Druid. Definitely should have maybe kept the split up, but she hasn't really attacked with Mesh. I think she's smarter than that. Much too smart indeed. And she has a cool mate. This is one of my favorite mates I've seen. I still like the little chocobos. Those are super cool. Tireless Provisioner, Tachiova, Benthic Druid. Man, it's a good looking card. I don't think I have... Maybe I have one more board wipe in this? I don't remember. That certainly is not it. Lots of counters. All attack. No, I'm not gonna play stupid. That builds bad habits. Still no reachers. So 6, 8. Okay, a little bit of damage there. But she can definitely end the game pretty much a moment's notice now. 5, 10, 15, 19, 23, 26. She attacks with everything. She wins. But I do have 2 blockers, so I would stay alive for just 1 more turn. If you don't like playing it, you can cut it, to be frank. Replacing it would be quite the faff. Because the thing what I did to make the Brawl deck was I just typed in Angel because I was hoping to like make some sort of tribal deck, and I knew I had a lot of Angels because a viewer, which I haven't seen him for a while, named Niels Mulvad, gave me an Angel deck in Standard. So I had crafted a bunch of Angels. However, I only had about 16 of them, and this was one of them. So eventually, I'll have a whole new deck. That's what I plan on having for Brawl. This is quite the deck, Mai. You should be proud of yourself. Tachiova. What a cool card. Sereth the Viper's Fang. I'm just... More green than blue. You crafted some white cards for your center and sideboard, though, so you have some new options. That's true. I kind of forgot about that. I do have a few good options, so maybe I could build like a pretty decent deck now. Because there's Avon. That's a cool looking card. Is this Final Fantasy? Must be Final Fantasy. But it's Farseek. You can't trick me with its sheep clothing. That is still a wolf. Surely she's going to attack with everything. Now she definitely has game, right? Do you want us to find a Brawl deck for you, or do you want to do it yourself? Just 3 things, Mai? Oh, that's tapped. I guess everything's tapped. Well, even if you found me a brawl deck, I feel like I've been sent brawl decks. The thing about it is I just can't craft them. So as of right now, it's kind of a waiting game. But Ian is 100% correct in the fact that I could probably modify this deck to make it a smidge better and hang in there just a little bit longer. Because, like, for example, that protection spell does well because there's plenty of good options I can replace with some of these dud cards. Like, there's no reason for this to be in the deck. Most of my creatures are angels. So screw this card. I need to remove that ASAP. Battle card. When this creature enters or dies, create a 1/1. Cool. First time I've seen this card. Next. I guess I shall attack just because I like attacking and this game has been lost. And I suppose I'll play this because I like playing cards. White, of course. I'm proud of this deck, especially AC in person. I think you should be proud of this deck. Sadly, AC isn't an arena, but I love AC more. I don't know what AC is, but if it's like a similar sort of thing, I mean, this deck seems very fun. I like big stompy guys. Big stompy guys seems like a very fun strategy to play. I really want to build some sort of green deck. But I feel like I have to grind maybe 1 or 2 more seasons before I have enough wild cards to do it. Don't you have the cards you opened from packs and the jump-in you played? You should have plenty so far. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the jump-in cards. I can do that. It's not Convoke. It's not Convoke. The Manifest. Manifest is really cool. That's actually right up my alley because it's like RNG mill effects. Really fun. So I could do something like that. I'm not sure how competitive that would be because it wasn't even competitive in the jump-in thing. I did win a game, but I lost a game. I don't know. I should look at that. I keep forgetting about the jump-in cards. Manifesting. Very cool strategy. Very cool mechanic. 7, 6, 5. I'm at 9. Put me out of my misery. This is... Did you have to pay money for this card, Tetoyova? Or did you pull it somehow? Either way, good looks. Probably the best looking card I've seen in the game. Actually, this card looks pretty cool too. You have a bunch of good looking cards. Golden ratio. Block. Wait a second. Wait a daggum second. I can kill this by doing these things. I can not kill that. That's lame. So I can... Okay. Probably not the most riveting gameplay for the viewing audience, but I'm trying to not build bad habits when I don't need to, as was pointed out by Opt? What was his name? Someone pointed that out, which is a great point. Great point. I almost screwed myself in a standard game earlier today by doing something stupid when I thought it was all lost. Take action. Put it in the command zone. And I get this back. That was actually a pretty good trade. I like that. Pretty damn good. I just noticed how many cards you have in your hand. This is a well-oiled machine. Giada is coming back. How many things? I only have 2 things in the graveyard. Nuts. Polder, I wish I could show you me copying Nyx Bloom several times, making my lands tap for hundreds. There's a great blue creature with Manifest for 2 mana value and 5/5 that benefits every upkeep. Yeah, something value hard like that. Huge. That's bananas. That is a bananas amount of value. There are broad decks that use like 90 plus lands, but they're very one trick. That'd be kind of fun to do though. Alright, I'm going to attack. 6, 8, 9 damage. Oh, he has a flyer now. Alright, that was a bad habit, but I'll accept that. I still don't think this is that bad for a pile of cards. I can show you this fun thing. All right, show it to me. Oh, Rite of Replication. I know that card. Oh my gosh. I know this card. Nuts. 240. I'm sitting next to a car called 240. So that is topical. First time I've seen Rite of Replication be played, so that was quite neat. And I can definitely see why this is such a good card now. 7, 6, 4. That's a trade I'm willing to make. And I suppose I have to block both of these. Well, I don't have to lose my commander. I can just block this one. All right, let's do that. 2 blockers. Clever Impersonator. You may have this creature come in as a copy of a non-land permanent on the battlefield. Snowlands. I want to build some sort of snow deck. I think snow-covered lands are so cool. But that's not going to happen for a very long time. Druid class, I love these class cards. I think those are also really cool. Sometimes when Wizards of the Coast steps out of the whole standard Magic plane, they sometimes knock it out of the park. And I feel like classes, Final Fantasy, Avatar are all good examples of that. Cackling something, counterpart. All right, now you're popping off. Is the win ratio of your deck my 99%? It seems awfully good. Just gotta wait till the next snow set. Ooh! That's a good point. Wasn't the last one Kaldheim? Man, if they make snow precons, I'm gonna lose it. Even though I don't want to spend much more money than I have on cards, if they release snow precons, I'll be one happy camper. 360. All right, you're showing off now. Undercover, a lot of copy spells. So that's the Simic part. I mean, that's the blue part of the Simic deck. I see is copying mostly. 5 years ago already, maybe they hate snow. Them jerks at Wizards are more interested in printing Marvel every 3 months than giving us snow cards. Is snow broken? I feel like I never hear it really talked about, so I can't imagine it being broken. And you have 84 mana. That's crazy. 84 mana. That is crazy, Mai. Can you... Oh, you have more to tap, too. Level 3, target land you control becomes a creature with haste. And this creature... Too bad you already attacked. There was one really broken snow card. Is it the... Not really. Snow was, like, fine. Although it's fine, still... Even though it's not that powerful, it makes up for a cool factor. Both literally and figuratively. This is a 0... Oh, you have Walls of Bossing Sand play? I love this card. This card is so cool. What is this? This is a 2020 land. Bonkers. Akram's Astroblade is the card. I gotta look that up. Alright, no blocks. No point in blocking. Now I'm gonna get dealt 300 damage is my guess. 7 times 5, 12, 8, 20. I got 20 there. Okay. Probably over 100, right? I watched a Game Nights episode where the guest was playing a card called Coma's Coil, I think it was. And that card seemed pretty fun. Very control-y, but I don't think playing that deck would be that irritating for the play group. But again, I've never played 4-player Commanders, so I wouldn't know. Snowlands is average. Some of the cards built around it are decent. Decent's all I'm looking for. Bracket 2 and 3 is my sweet spot. I think bracket 2 and 3 are the most fun brackets. I own it now, but this deck just does protection. It doesn't have counter spells or instant speed spells. Interaction. It's just all gas. And ain't that the best kind of deck? Jeez Louise. 132. I respect the hell out of that deck, Mai. What a deck. I honestly, you were telling me that the last game night you went to, you didn't win. I think you came in second or something like that. And that's mind-boggling, seeing that deck in action. You must have a pretty stout play group. But you guys can probably tell that my energy has definitely dwindled. Probably for the past hour or so it's been dwindling. So with that, great game, Mai. I hope you had a great time. I did. Love seeing that deck. I think that's all she wrote for me. It's already pretty late here for me. So I must bid you adieu. But that being said, I appreciate you hanging out with me as long as you all have. And I will be back tomorrow if you want to hang out with me again. I would love to see you. And Ian, speaking of which, final thoughts is you talked about modding and helping me make the Discord pretty. I'm definitely going to take you up on that because, I mean, I'd be a fool not to, you know what I'm saying? I'd be quite the fool not to. All right, let me bump the chat back up. Night, take care. Good night. Rest well, Big Dog. Thank you guys so much. Wish I would show you my other deck in person. It's the same deck here, but the Commander and AC. Maybe eventually. Butterhugger, good night. Simic Mai, good night. Ian, Stormvault, all y'all, great night. I'll see y'all later, hopefully. I'm ending the stream right now.